And we're back. Breaking. Officers surrounded and attacked by mob. And our war on police continues. Paulsboro police officers were surrounded and attacked by a crowd of 25 people. Blue Lives Matter reported, Paulsboro, New Jersey, up to 25 arrests are expected to be made in connection to an incident on Saturday where officers were surrounded and attacked while trying to make an arrest. The incident started when officers responded to a fight in progress at around 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. The Paulsboro Police Department released a statement saying that the officers were quickly surrounded and assaulted by a very large crowd while attempting to arrest those involved. Officers from nearby jurisdictions flooded the area to get the scene under control. One officer was struck in the face, although there was no serious injuries. None of the suspects were injured. Up to 25 adults and juveniles are now under investigation for their role in the assault. The officers were wearing body cameras, where the officers are using to help identify the suspects. Our whole department is equipped with body-worn cameras. The whole incident captured everyone who was involved, Chief Vernon Marino told 6 ABC. Fortunately, with the aid of the body-worn cameras, our officers will now have the ability to identify those who were fighting and those that failed to disperse when ordered to do so. There were additional disturbances throughout the evening. However, our officers were able to quickly arrest those involved and calm those that gathered to watch, the chief's statement said. Let's take a look.
In South Jersey, an investigation is underway after police officers responded to a fight and were surrounded, then assaulted. Authorities are reviewing the officers' body cam footage in hopes of making more arrests. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live now in Paulsboro with more on what happened. Annie.
And Sarah, 20 to 25 more arrests are still expected, and police say that is thanks to body cameras. Those 2 officers called for backup and got help from 9 other surrounding police departments. This is video of police responding to a fight that attracted a crowd of people in Paulsboro.
The 2 officers were surrounded, probably about 75 to 100 people, came out and made a circle around the officers.
Paulsboro Police Chief Vernon Marino says 2 people were arrested. There are more arrests to come.
Our entire department's equipped with body-worn cameras. So during the whole incident, the cameras captured everyone that was involved.
It was around 6 Saturday night around the area of Adams and Delaware and surrounding blocks. 2 Paulsboro officers on duty responded. 1 officer got hit.
While she was making that arrest, a crowd formed and they tried to take the female from her. While they were trying to take the female, the officer was punched in the face.
Wasn't no purpose.
Frank Hardy says his granddaughter was one of the 2 arrested by police.
She hit the officer by accident, not purposely, going after the other girl.
Hardy says 2 women attacked his granddaughter and that led to the fight. Hardy says he worked to help disperse the crowd. Later, this cell phone video caught another disturbance around the same area.
Concerned about getting the crowd.
Chief Marino says in the earlier fight, his officers used restraint, even after one was hit and another had their body camera ripped off of them.
Our concern is because things could have went from bad to worse quickly. When you have that many people, you don't know, if there's weapons involved, what their intentions are.
And police did recover that body camera. They also say that both officers are okay. The police chief says he expects to sit down with the mayor tomorrow, and they hope to reach out to local community groups and churches to ease tensions. For now, reporting live in Paulsboro, Annie McCormick, Channel 6 Action News. Back to you.
Okay, Annie, thank you for that report.
Yeah, I'm really sure the cop got punched in the face on accident. Only a fool would fail to recognize the very real danger that our police, the very thin blue line that separate us from the criminals, put their lives on the line on a daily basis for us. They deserve our utmost respect. And it is truly sad that the war on police is taking place from the inner cities. They would claim that the cops are racist, but are the first ones to call them when things go wrong. Iran tests high-speed weapon that could threaten our Navy. Iran tested a high-speed torpedo capable of reaching speeds of 200 knots per hour. Now that is moving. ABCnews.go.com reports, Iran tested a high-speed torpedo on Sunday that is capable of reaching speeds of 200 knots per hour, according to a U.S. official. The test was conducted in the Strait of Hormuz, the vital waterway between the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea. The Hoot torpedo has been tested over the past decade, with the most recent test taking place in February of 2015. It is believed that it is able to reach a speed 4 times faster than the top speed of traditional torpedoes. According to the U.S. official, the torpedo was tested on Sunday in an area directly south of the Bandar Abbas, home to an Iranian naval base located along the Strait of Hormuz. Sunday's test appeared to be a speed test given that it was not aimed at a target barge. 200 knots per hour. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Russian technology. Steve Bannon's former business partner has broken his silence. Look what he had to say about Trump's chief strategist, Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon's former business partner, Jeff Quatnitz, has come out to say that Stephen Bannon is a good friend and an incredibly hard worker. He has beliefs and stands by them. Those beliefs aren't based on racism. They are based on what he honestly believes is the best for the world. From Hollywood Reporter. President Donald Trump's controversial chief strategist, Steve Bannon, has ties to Hollywood and has been widely reported, including a lucrative stake in the TV sitcom Seinfeld, which is actually my favorite show. I can't get enough of that show, even though they quit making it 20 years ago. But few, if any, who crossed paths with Bannon during his stint in the entertainment industry have been willing to speak candidly and on the record about him. Jeff, his former Hollywood business partner, now says he can't take it anymore, so he has decided to go on the record for the first time with The Hollywood Reporter in a Q&A. The founder of the firm Talent Management and TV production company says some surprising things about one of the most polarizing figures in politics. Bannon was with the firm in 2002 and 2003 when it purchased Michael Orvitz's powerful artist management group. Why did you bring Bannon into the firm? What did he bring to the table? Steve was a very successful banker and is brilliant. He understood M&A and financial transactions, and the firm was growing. Did you know his politics? I don't remember at what point I learned his politics, but as a liberal, I believe in a free market of ideas, and I have people who believe all sorts of things at my company, and I'm very politically active. While Steve worked with me, I'd given 7 figures to the DCCC presidential candidate such as Richard Gepford and Bill Bradley, as well as several statewide candidates and others. But as a liberal, I don't judge people on their politics. I judge them on their character. And from what I know then and what I know now, Steve has a great character. He's not a racist or anti-Semitic. Things like that are absurd. So why are people saying those things about him? I've had 20 people who worked at the firm when Steve was there ask me why the media is lying about Steve. Well, for us, we all know. They have no argument. So if you're white, they'll call you a racist and stuff like that. So we all know why. It's to discredit and destroy the character. But it won't work because being called a racist in this day and age is almost like saying, hello, how's it going? Unlike most of us, Steve is very at ease with himself. He doesn't need people to correct falsehoods, and he didn't ask us to do so. He's a great person who wants the world to be a better place. He's a good friend and an incredibly hard worker. He has beliefs and stands by them. Those beliefs aren't based on racism, as this paragraph said earlier. Did you ever witness anything that could be interpreted as anti-Semitic? I know that he's not anti-Semitic. I am absolutely positive that he's not anti-Semitic or racist. It is absurd. I am Jewish. Roy Furman was Jewish. Andrew Breitbart was Jewish. He is not anti-Semitic, period. And even if he was anti-Semitic, he wouldn't be able to work on Trump's administration, for Trump's administration is saturated with Jews. His family's married into Jews. Even Ivanka Trump became a Jew after she married one. So, more lies from the mainstream dinosaur dying media.